What up, guys? How y'all doing? Happy, happy Saturday, y'all. I wasn't planning on going live today. Look at me. Y'all know I can't get right when it comes to a bunch of buttons. But tonight's topic was inspired by last night. I want to say it came from Antonio. I want to say last night's topic came from Antonio, which we're going to dabble into another subject too. But tonight's topic is, who were you before you were who you are now? Meaning, it sounded like reflection. Who did you used to be that made you who you are now? Also, we had another topic idea. How do you tell the person that you're with that you no longer love them anymore? Y'all already know what it is. We are taking call-ins. Let me drop the disclaimer before, we go to a quick commercial little break. We don't do a lot of quick commercial little breaks. This is going to be the phone number. But before we get into call-ins, of course, you already know who we got in here. Rev and Don. We in the building. What's up, huh? I don't know why that keeps falling down, y'all. Rev in the building, hands to the ceiling. We already know. When Rev shows up, what? That ain't no secret. Right? We're used to Rev showing up, right? Rev says, hey, sis, I thought you might be getting some rest. You know what? I'm glad you said that, because I'm sure y'all seen I dropped a video today. If y'all haven't seen it, pull up one time. You feel me? But I said, I'm just going to drop this video and I'm not going to go live. But then the more I thought about it, my mind said, go live, Natalie. Go live. So here I are. We're going to go into a quick commercial break, y'all. When we come back, we're going to talk about who I was before I am now. And we're going to open the phone lines for you to say who you was before you are who you are now. Because you know what they say, right? Your past affects your future. Quick commercial break, guys. When we come back, I'm going to tell you who I was before I am who you see now. We'll be right back, all right?
I'm not coming down until men cop this ebook. Do you hear me? Stop thinking you thick is a compliment. It is not how you win a woman over. $15. Cash at me. Put your email. Put your name. I'm still up here. And you think that is a compliment, bro? I quit. Send the money. I'm swinging till I see that notification. I'm not coming down until men.
Bop, guys, we back. Okay, let's check the chat out. What up, 13? 13 in the building, hands to the ceiling. Rev said, you good, sis. You peeped the video. I appreciate y'all pulling up, sliding over to it. I know Anton seen it because he left a beautiful comment for me. Salt and pepper. Wait a minute. Can't just say salt and pepper. You gotta say salt and pepper is here. Salt, peppers. Joel in the building. Precious, always in the building as well. Hello, everyone. Can you say Byron, please? Byron, how you doing? Thank you guys for pulling up. Y'all, let me tell y'all who I used to be. We got show and tell. You feel me? I can't just tell you. I'm going to show you. Hold on. Give me a minute, y'all. Y'all know your girl's trying to learn. All right, this used to be me. Well, it's still me. You feel me? Let me zoom in on y'all. You feel me? All right, y'all. Story time. Can y'all see me? Come on, bro. Quit playing with me now. All right, story time. This is me when I was a good 16, like sophomore in high school, right? But I want to tell you about me because, we're talking about me, right? So when I was right here, 16, with that pleather jacket on, Like y'all couldn't tell me anything. But what you don't see from looking at this photo is I used to be so shy, bruh, like to the point where I've told this story before, but I liked this boy. I didn't have a class with him. And I gave him a note that said I liked him and then ran off. Literally ran. You feel me? So that's how shy I was. I was so shy that I got mad when I first worked at McDonald's that I I was so shy. I didn't want to take orders, y'all. So to think about like, oh, I was so shy too. Let's just paint a better picture for y'all. That's when that one Michael Jackson Wii game came out. You had to dance like Michael Jackson. Y'all remember that game? Anyway, I remember my mom came home with my aunt one day and they saw me doing the Wii, trying to do Michael Jackson, and they literally said, like, girl, you got no rhythm. I was just embarrassed to have rhythm. I don't know. And I think it was because, like, back then, like, I used to value what people thought about me, bruh. And I thought, well, if they don't know anything about me, what can they say? You feel me? So to think that I used to be that shy and now how much I stand on business, y'all, I am a whole brick. Look at me back then, bruh. The black Britney Spears, you feel me? The black Christina Aguilera. That was all I listened to was TRL and Britney Spears, NSYNC, bruh. Like I was shy. So to think that I used to be that person and now, you feel me? Y'all see me now. Let me drop the music on y'all. Y'all see me now. Standing on business. I don't know. And I think like back then I could honestly never see myself like being who I am now. Like if you would have told me when I was 16, like girl, when you get mid 20s, late 30s, you're going to be a whole different. I wouldn't have believed you because I ran when I gave that guy my phone number. So I want to see what kind of people you were. We're going to open up the chat lines. I am going to get into the chat. Y'all see, I figured my music out. I can hear my music today. Y'all already know what to do. I think I done messed up my music. Y'all already know what to do, y'all. If y'all haven't hit that like button, if y'all haven't hit that subscribe button, make sure y'all hit it. Make sure you like, make sure y'all subscribe only if y'all going to come back. Precious is for show. T, how do you know I'm thick? I'm sitting down in the photo. You couldn't even see my body. How do you know? How do you know I'm thick? It's the magnitude, boy. If the magnitude was a person, that's what the magnitude would look like. Dr. Zeus in the building. Tap, tap, cool. I love what you're doing with your channel. 13 in the building. Hands to the ceiling. I really appreciate you. Dr. Zeus said, y'all subscribe and like now. Appreciate you pulling up, everybody. Let me pin you. Y'all see, Precious. Welcome, like, comment, and subscribe. I really appreciate you, Precious. It looks like every time somebody says that, I pin it, right? Y'all see, Nightbot, please like and subscribe. Only if y'all going to come back. Emily, bruh, something's wrong with me to where whenever I see your face, I just block you. So I want to know if you know what I'm going to do. You know what I'm going to do, Emily? I'm going to block you, Emily. Y'all say bye to Emily. Y'all know how we get down. 3, 2, 1. Blocked. Bye, Emily. Twin, subscribe, gang. Tap, tap, cool. I know that's right. Damn, you look good. At 16, bro, you kind of sounding like a little petty. The rapper, Michael Jackson. Yes. FMY. Yes. You haven't aged a bit. I really appreciate you, Rev. Shout out to the Mod Squad. Thank you, Dr. Zeus, for reminding me. Shout out to the Mod Squad. Thank y'all for pulling up. It's looking mighty blue in here. Appreciate y'all pulling up. Cash Boss in the building. Did you watch BET? Very rare. I'm not going to lie, right? during that, I think what like really motivated me to be that person was my environment. So we had moved when I was like in the fourth grade, we had moved from the hood to the suburbs. So I think that's what influenced me to in the music I was into. Tro's a symbol. That is the wackest thing I've heard all year so far. Tro's a symbol. That is the wackest thing I think I've heard. It's probably, honestly, I think it's the whack award of the year. I think for 2026, that's going to take the whole year. Tro's a symbol. That's wild. Why? It's wild. So I want to ask y'all though, it's not just about me, right? I want it to be just about me. You feel me? But it's about y'all too. Like, what have y'all learned? You feel me? What have y'all learned to make y'all who y'all are today? What made you who you are today? How did you used to be? And how are you now? I want to know. You can either drop it in the comment section or you see the hotlines are open. 813-485-5549. If you want to call in and you're not on the bull though, man, I'm telling y'all think y'all slick. But my hands are fast. I promise you. Like if we were in the Western days, right? Remember when they used to pull out the blickies? I think I would win. I'll hang up on you so fast. So fast. You can try it if you want to. The fastest in the West. The fastest in the West. But if y'all want to call in and let me know how you used to be compared to who you are now, I'm eager to know. Am I the only one who's changed since I was 16? Y'all already know what to do. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Only if you're going to come back. Don't just subscribe because you think I'm some eye candy or whatever it may be. Get them likes up. I can't even see the likes. I know it's at like 50. I already know it's at like 50. Antonio in the building. Thank you, Antonio. I see Antonio's in here. He's going to block before he talks. Megatron 1738. I don't know what that mean. I learned there are 3 types of haters. Naysayers and trolls. Everyone else, I'm on your side. Don't know what that means. Do accept troll calls, Nat. Nah, I'm not in the... Y'all. I'm at the age where my mom was when she stopped taking me acting dumb all the time. Mentally, I'm at the same age my mom was when she was like, she ain't playing with me no more. I'm at that age right now. I would love to entertain the trolls. I'm sure that's a fun-filled job. But I'm good, bruh. We're reflecting. We're talking about accountability, who you were in the past compared to who you are now. Do y'all want to share? If not, I got another topic. We can just keep moving. Let me know. Fast in the West. The fastest. Oh my goodness. I'm still hustling. Shout out to you for hustling. I'm in the UK and you're not ready and I called you. Oh, that's nice to know. Thank you for letting me know. Anton on his game today. Talk to him, Anton. Well, if you're not just eye candy, tell us what you be doing for streaming. Well, for starters, as you can tell, I'm sitting down. I enjoy sitting down when I stream because that's me not looking for attention. You feel me? Talk to I can't read. Dang, probably can't. You know, it's a lot going on. You feel me? Like my camera's right here. My computer's right here. I got to speak in the mic. I got to read comments. I got to control the music. So if I misread one thing or if I skipped one thing, it's not intentionally, I can assure you. It's just that it's a lot. DJ Natty over here. You feel me? DJ Natty on the ones and twos. I used to be quiet and shy growing up, except when I had to speak publicly as a preacher boy. Oh, I didn't know you was a preacher boy, Rev. Yeah, that's something we have in common. I used to be extremely shy. Extremely. I used to simp out of women with no manners. You don't do it no more? You're a retired simp? I used to be fast. Now I'm slow. Damn, bro. Thank you for sharing that with us, Byron. Byron in the building. Hands to the ceiling. Epi in the chat. How about that? Epi, we're doing call-ins. And we're talking about tonight's discussion. It's a part two-er. You feel me? Part one. What kind of person was you like when you were younger compared to who you are now? Are you different? Right? I showed the chat me when I was sweet 16. This is me when I was 16. And I said the difference between then and now is then. Bro, I couldn't hold a conversation. I'd be shy. I'd be scared. I don't know why. But if I had to guess why, it was because I felt like I didn't grow into who I was like then. I didn't know who I was, boy. Back then, who influenced me? You could probably see it on me with that pleather jacket. You know, I listened to Britney Spears, NSYNC, Christina Aguilera. And I mean, don't get me wrong, it's who I am, but I didn't really know who I was. So now I know who I am. Somebody in the kitchen? Who in the kitchen? Me? Part-time simp. I feel that. Mod Squad, much love subscribers. Thank you, Dr. Zeus, be showing out. Appreciate you, Dr. Zeus. Epi, what's good? Zeus, Rev. How do I call from the UK? I don't know. That's something you have to speak to your operator about. I'm in the US. I can just tell you how to. I've never been to the UK. Shout out to the UK. Thank you for pulling up, bruh. Got the instant chill on. It's extremely hot here, twin. Is it hot today? Drop the number and get in the chat for a call in. Nat looked like she was pimping. B, where my money? B, better have my money. Let me put it in the chat, Epi. Girl, I don't even know the number. Shouldn't I know the number off the top of my head? I don't even know it. Hold on, y'all. Y'all pray for me. Here we go, Epi. 813-485. I'm still going to put it in here because I feel like, you feel me? 5549. Appreciate y'all pulling up since we have 13 people in the chat. Shout out to all 13 of y'all for pulling up, spending your Saturday with me, not going out, kicking it with your girl, talking about self-development, talking about what you did then compared to now. I appreciate y'all. It's saying pay toe. No, it's worth the toe. Dr. Zeus, it's definitely worth the toe. Call me on 1-800-COLLECT real fast. I quit. Oh my goodness. Antonio, you call in today? I know I seen your message. I think I accidentally. Chat's pulling up fast, bro. Where you at, bro? What's getting at? I just got out the shower. Mods, what's good? Let's make it real. Oh, you gonna call? Yeah, I just pinned it. Thank you, Rev. Yeah, get the Discord going. I feel like maybe the reason why it won't let you call is because it's a lot of trolls in the UK is what it sound like. Appreciate y'all being here. We're waiting on my girl Epi to call. Let me make sure I got my stuff up. Okay. Oh, Epi, it's messing up, bro. Hold on one second. Maybe the struggle, y'all. Hold on, y'all. My bad. Epi, give me 1 second, bro. Don't call back right yet. All right, it should be working. It looks funny though. Every day I get on this something new. Let's try it again, Epi. It should work, hopefully. It looked funny though. Let me make sure I got you up. Mm-hmm. Epi, try it again. It looks funny though, bro. I know. Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. That's my bad. All right, I'm ready now. I'm ready now for real. Real talk. I'm good. I'm ready. I'm ready. Y'all know I can't get right. Stop acting like y'all don't know. All right. Yeah, someone go first. I'm getting handsome at the moment. Get out. All right, here we go. It'd be the struggle.
Call from. Call from.
Epi Pool in the building.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail.
Epi in the building, hands to the ceiling.
What's going on, Natalie?
How you doing, son?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Doing all right. Let me make sure they can hear you before we get started. Shout out from Louisiana. Can y'all hear Epi? Can y'all drop ones in the chat if y'all can hear Epi? Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, just making sure. I know Louisiana up in here. Big shout out to Kuh. Can y'all hear Epi? Can y'all drop ones in the chat if y'all can hear her?
Can y'all hear me, Cuh? I'm good. I sound good.
Yeah, I think they hear you.
Okay.
111. Let's go. Epi, question. How was you back in the day compared to how you are now?
Okay, back in the day, let me see. Back in the day, when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. Let me stop. No, back in the day when I was young, I feel like I had like the mean mug going on a lot of times. And people used to tell me all the time, yeah, still do. People used to tell me all the time, like, I would never want to come and approach you or talk to you because you just look like, the B word. You just look like you're not approachable. You're not the type of person that people will want to come up to and just start having a conversation with. And the crazy part is I was the sweetest person ever,
Like mentality-wise, how was you, though, compared to the mean mug? Like mentality-wise,
Mentality-wise, I mean, I didn't mess with too many people just because, I'm an observer. I observe people, right? So I observe people, how they talk, how they act around each other. So if I'm watching you and I'm in school and I'm watching you around your friends and your peers and how you act and you're not vibing with something I want to be on, or you're not on my level, or I'm not trying to mess with you like that, or I just see you're not somebody I want to socialize myself with, I'm not going to be trying to be around you like that. So I've seen a lot of crazy stuff going on when I was in school, so I just chose to, stay to myself. I mean, it trickled on into adulthood. I feel like I haven't changed too much. I feel like when I was younger, I used to be a lot more lenient towards people than I am now. Like now, I put my foot down. Like now, it's like you cross me, it's not too many more coming backs and me letting you cross those boundaries,
Facts. All right, so I got one more question for you. This is going to be a part 2 of the topic. I appreciate y'all putting ones in the chat for letting us know LP was on the line. Someone asked me yesterday, and I only ask you because I know you're very like, you know what I'm saying, deep. You think deep. Yeah. Shout out to Epi. When she gets done, she's gonna drop her channel in the chat so y'all pull up. If somebody is in love with somebody, well, if someone has been dating someone for a while or married to someone, but they're no longer in love with them, how do you think they should go about that?
If someone is married to someone and they're not in love with the person anymore, how should that person tell that person that they don't feel that type of way anymore? Well, I feel like the best way to do it might seem a little bit harsh, but I feel like the best way to do it would be through being straight up in communication.
Just saying, hey, I'm not in love with you no more.
I mean, sit the person down and be like, I feel like we need to come and, have a serious conversation because, like, people can feel when something is off between a relationship. It's not like a one sided thing. Like, you feel like the relationship is going good and the other person's like, oh, yeah, it's bad. You can feel it. When you're in a
Mm-hmm.
relationship with somebody, you're going to feel that tension. So you could be like, I know that you've been seeing something that's been off with us for a little minute. And, maybe y'all have conversated about it before in terms of trying to, reconcile or try to make things better. Or if that's not working, then you have to have that other conversation with, hey, okay, we tried this, we tried counseling, we tried, trying to spice it up, trying to, okay, let me try and figure out if I'm doing the right things. Let me figure out your love language again. Let me learn to date you all over again.
Mm,
If none of those things are working, then I feel like it's best that y'all just, part ways because what are you doing? You're wasting your time. You're wasting their time. We're not getting younger,
facts. All right.
especially if you feel like the elevation is not on the same level. If you feel like you're higher or they're lower, or it's just not connecting anymore. If the connection is not there, I would not put energy and time into it because you're just wasting your time.
Facts. I agree with you. Happy with the facts. Appreciate you calling in, cool.
No
Drop
problem, cool.
Go back and drop your channel in the chat. I'm sure they want to pull up on you because you just dropped some straight knowledge, bro.
No problem. I'm about to drop back down to the chat.
Bye, girl. Thank you for calling in.
Bye. No problem.
All right, y'all. She hung up. I'm glad the person's in here who called and asked about the topic yesterday, y'all. So that brings us to the second one. The second question. You out, Dr. That's loud, isn't it? You out, Dr. Zeus. Thank you for pulling up, keeping it clean, checking everybody that needed to be checked, and pulling up in the mod squad. I really appreciate it. That's Epi, y'all. We're going to pin her. Appreciate you dropping the facts. Epi, y'all pull up on her channel. She is now pinned. What's the hotline? So the hotline is, we're having call-ins tonight. First, it's a 2-part type of call-in. We're talking about, I don't know how old you are, but we were saying, what was you like when you were younger compared to who you are now? Are you two different people? What changed? I talked about how I used to be extremely shy back in the day. And now, like, to the point where I couldn't even talk to people, bruh. I just wasn't comfortable with who I was. And if you were to look at that person there compared to who I am now, you would think they were two different people. So we're talking about, what have we learned? What made us grow? Like, because they say the past affects your future. So how did your past influence your future? So Epi just called, dropped some facts. The second part of the live stream is how to tell someone that that you're no longer in love with them. So give me 1 second, guys, because you know how it be. Let's run to a quick commercial break, y'all. Give me 1 second.
She's falling off, not taking you seriously. It's time to level up. My ebook, How to Attract a Woman and Keep Her, lays out exactly what women want from a woman who will actually tell you the truth. $15. Cash App $Fab Life and Natalie with your name and email. Stop guessing, start attracting. She's falling off, not taking you seriously. It's time to level up. My ebook, How to Attract a Woman and Keep Her, lays out exactly what women want from a woman who will actually tell you the truth. $15. Cash App $Fab Life and Natalie with your name and email. Stop guessing, start attracting. She's falling off, not taking you seriously. It's time to level up. My ebook.
Hello? My bad, guys. We're back. We just got a call and I'm trying to see who it is. Are you still there?
Yeah, what's up?
What's going on? Who's this?
Not much.
Who? Who is it? Hello? What? All right, guys. I see the bull. It's bull o'clock. Someone just called and whispering. I don't know who it was. Like, if you want to call back and have a like philosophical kind of topic, call me back, bro. I would love to hear from you, but I couldn't hear you. It was kind of a little low. You feel me? Let's see who we got in the chat. What's the hotline, Epi? I don't know you personally, but I wanted to say I like you and I enjoy your presence here. Mercy, thank you for the compliment. I really appreciate it. Sis, did you see that warning from you two in the comments? Yeah, you see what it said? It said like derogatory things were said, and it looks real, but I know it's fake, right? So, Antonio. All right, y'all, hold on one second.
Call from
Darion.
Hello?
Hello?
Hey, who's this?
My name Darion.
Darion in the building, hands to the ceiling. What's going on?
Oh, I'm doing good. We were just talking about change and stuff. I figured I had like a good change
Let's talk
to
to
talk
him.
about.
Let's go. How old are you, bruh?
I am 43,
Okay, shout out
and
to you.
actually, my name used to be Danielle. I
Okay,
was up until a year ago a woman,
okay.
and
So,
I kind of found myself. I just recently got my transplant, been on
mm-hmm,
them testosterone, and I'm now a man. I know the problem is I had a husband.
mm-hmm,
He was like, we had kids. He wasn't super happy with me finding myself, and I don't know how to deal with that because now my kids like they don't like me much no more because it's like mom, but I'm not mom.
mm-hmm.
So
How
like,
old are your
how do I
kids?
deal with that?
How old are your
Well,
kids?
I got one of them 15, then I got two. They're younger ones. They're twins. They're both 3.
So you got a 15-year-old and you have two twins that are 3. You have a total of 3
Yeah, like
children?
yeah. The twins is fine with it, but the 15-year-old he not a fan.
Right. Do you think you know why or you don't know? Because if I had
Well,
to
I would
guess,
imagine he probably gets made fun of at school because his mom is not with dad. But
yeah. I wouldn't think that had anything to do with it. I would just think that the longevity of it. Like, I don't know if you're a new viewer, but we talked about yesterday that I had to put my cat down and
oh,
when
I'm
I was
sorry about that. That's too bad.
yeah, it is bad, but the reason why I say that is because when I was asking the vet like, what do you how do you think I should tell my daughter? And she said, "Well,
You
how
were
old is
saying
she?" My bad. I don't know why it does that sometimes. I was saying that I asked the vet, "Well, how do you think I should tell my daughter?" And she said, "Well, if she's 3, you can say you dropped your cat off and they never came back. But obviously, clearly, if she's older, which she's 13, you're going to have to be upfront with it." I think the problem between you and your son is that he has more experience as you as a woman than a man. So it might just, you know what I'm saying? The years that he's been around you, he's always known you as mom compared to you being dad. So it might, I mean, don't get me wrong, 15, that is the age that it is embarrassing. But I think at the end of the day, if you feel more comfortable doing it, you're just going to have to maybe focus more on letting him know that you're comfortable with who you are. You know what I'm saying? And and I mean, it
yeah,
might be hard for him to accept it, but it's going to be easier for a 3-year-old to accept it because they've only known you for 3 years compared to someone who's known you for 15 years.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like they don't really care. But he be coming home, calling me, you dumbass trainee bitch, like
Wow. Wow, yeah. I don't know how
terrible
to
things. And then
yeah,
my
you
husband, he's trying to be supportive and things, but now like we can't. Obviously, we're not married anymore because he's not gay.
right. I feel you 1,000%. I mean, let's see if what's the chat saying. That's the only thing. That's the only thing I can tell you, bro. I don't know how else I can help you, but I really appreciate you calling. I mean, just work harder on it. I don't know. That's not me. It's not my problem.
Yeah, thank you for the
It's
advice.
funny. It's funny at the end of the day, isn't it?
A little bit, I never thought I'd be in this situation.
Right. All right. Well, you have a good day. Thank you for calling. Okay.
All right, well, thank you.
Y'all, that's all I got for y'all. Let's see, y'all. What we say? That girl Nat, Donnie in the building. Thank y'all for showing up for my girl Natalie. I really appreciate y'all pulling up. Y'all call in. Let's talk, son. Hi, sorry for calling, Peter. It's whatever you want to do, baby. I'm glad I can help you. I got it. Darion, let's go. He's trolling. He's laughing. Antonio, we already know. People weird as hell, bruh. You already know. Malia, thank you for pulling up. Best, thank you for pulling up. Nat, bruh. The hell I walk into. You know how it be. Y'all know how it be. Dee Dee in the building, hands to the ceiling. You already know what to do. Make sure y'all smash that like button. Make sure y'all subscribe only if y'all gonna come back. Next, let's roll into the second part of the live stream. I know Epi gave her a little. I wish I can zoom in on y'all. I can't zoom in on y'all. This line is popping off the hook, boy. I feel like I'm selling drugs.
Call from
Serious?
Hello?
Hello?
Hey, thank you for calling. How can I help?
Hey, I feel like I got a big problem.
I'm not a counselor. Have a good night, okay? Y'all, they think I'm a counselor now. They just called and said I got a big problem. I'm not with it. I got fast hands. I told y'all the fastest in the West. If this was the Wild Wild West, boom, you would have got. Guys, the second part of the stream was about if you were in love with someone, how do you personally go about telling them that you're not in love with them anymore? How do you do it? Please like and subscribe. Tap that screen only if y'all going to come back. Thank you, Rev. Let's replace the pin. Y'all, I really feel like tonight it's going to be Troll City. They keep getting me back to back. I just hung up on them. So I think the best way to tell somebody that you're not in love with them anymore, I think there's telltale signs that you're not in love with that person anymore. I wouldn't just say immediately dump that person. I would say try talking and working it out with that individual. But I also think, I don't know, man. I really think that you have to sit that person down and try all ends before calling it quits, because I think a lot of times people go on autopilot and they forget on how to cherish and show the one they're in love with any attention. But I wouldn't say just off the bat cheat. I wouldn't say off the bat end it with that person, because I think that a lot of times people are dating someone for multiple years and just the time that goes along with it. So I want to know, this question was asked to me yesterday, y'all. If you're going to call in, don't call in on the bull. Told you, fastest hands in the West, right? But if you had to tell someone you were no longer in love with them, how would you do it? Do you think it's acceptable? Do you stick it out? Do you try to make it work? Or do you no longer, like, how do you go about doing it, y'all? Call lines are open. Chat is open. Drop it below. I really appreciate you guys pulling up this Saturday. It says we have 13 people in the chat. Shout out to all 13 of you guys for pulling up. Welcome to Petty Hour. I'm your host, Natalie. I go live every Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I would love, today's Saturday. But I would love for you to be a part of my community. If you do like topics like this, do me a favor. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all subscribe. Only if y'all gonna come back. Let's see, y'all. Let's see. Nat, where are your counselor glasses? I don't know. They're in the back. I got the other ones over here though. If this is some bull, I swear to God. Swear to God.
Call from
Hello.
Greetings.
Hello.
Hey, who's this?
Nat,
Matt?
you get me?
Yeah. What's up?
What's good? What's good?
What's good? What do you have advice on how to tell someone that you're no longer in love with them?
Honestly, I always feel like it might not be no good advice for that. Like, you just gotta
Mm.
say what's in your heart. That's probably the best advice. You know what I'm saying? Because, like we were saying last night, every situation is a different situation. You know what I mean? But for me personally, I say if y'all getting to a point where y'all not really communicating like that anymore, like,
Mm-hmm.
y'all having issues, it's hard for you to talk to that person, y'all keep going back and forth, like, you just got to be blunt and tell
Mm-hmm.
them why and support the why with good reason. You know what I mean? Not because, oh, you might be feeling somebody else or lusting over something else. You real deal got to have like supportive facts. You know what I mean? Make it make
Mm-hmm.
sense so that way you don't lead them on the cliff thinking that like everything on them. Like it, like we said, it worked both ways. It's stuff on your end and stuff on their end. You know what I mean? Provide the
Mm-hmm.
information.
Facts. Bro, I'm gonna be real with you, Matt. When you were calling, you sound like a tro. That's why I had to like swell up on you. But
Why you do me like that, man?
I was like, I swelled up too. Like, oh yeah, yeah, right, But not because they've been calling back to back. But what you're saying does
Yeah, I
make
think.
sense. So you say
Yeah,
just be direct with them.
yeah. You gotta at that point. You just gotta be direct. There ain't no other way you can really be about it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like, honesty is always the best way. And if
Right.
they can't accept it, hey, you just gotta move on.
Right.
You
So
know
do
what I
you
mean? You
think?
can't.
My bad.
Mm.
Go ahead, Matt.
No. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Do you think you should be willing to work it out, or do you think it's just no end all be all? I'm no longer in love with you. We done. Or do you think that you can stick around and for that person to try to? Do you think you can fall in love with that same person again, or is it like no?
Depending on the feelings, I would say it's possible, but what y'all got to figure out what got y'all to that point. You know what I mean? What
Mm.
got you to the boiling point? You got to get to the nitty gritty. You know what I mean?
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Um, I feel like you can rekindle, but it's if both are willing to work on it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like both gotta have strong faith. I feel like just like how Rev said, you gotta pray on it, man.
Mm.
It just don't take man. It take a little man from upstairs, but it also take us too. You know what I mean? And both
Mm.
parties got to be willing to go half and half and really put forth the effort. Like it ain't no half stepping in relationships. You know what I mean? If you're gonna
Right.
be with somebody, you got to get them your all.
Facts. All right, bro. What else you
So
got for me, bro?
I like
You
that. I like that. I like that subject you started off with. I felt like you jacked my subject from earlier this week when
No,
I
come on.
told
Let's
you
go back.
about
Let's spin the block. Spin the block. Spin the
so when
block,
you was
Matt.
talking,
Spin the block. All right. Let me ask you the question. All right. Let's get down. Matt, what is something that you think I can't remember the question. I think the question is, how did you grow from who you used to be to who you are currently today?
I felt like wisdom, a little more knowledge, patience, a little more understanding.
Hmm.
The younger me, I didn't want to hear that shit. You know what I mean? I had
Mm.
excuse my French,
No, you
excuse my
good.
French.
You're good. You're good. I be
I
cussing all
had
the time, bro.
yeah, I try to show respect for the chat. Got to show some
Hmm.
respect for the chat. You feel me?
Right. Right.
So for me, when I was younger, like I was a bat out of hell. You know what I mean? I
Hmm.
respect my elders. Now that's one thing like I never did was disrespect my elders. We was real big raised on respecting your elders. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
You had neighbors down the street, people on the next block that knew you, and if you disrespected, they going back telling your mama, grandmama, whoever that was up. You know
Right.
what I mean? You getting
Right.
belt the ass.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I was a real badass at the same time. And for me, it was like, you know, as I started to move out the streets, and just kept focusing more on me going back to school and stuff and getting right. Um, I learned to let a lot of stuff go. Like I learned how to let old stuff go and move forward. Because when we dwell on the past, we find ourselves in a loop, in a continuous loop, going
Mm,
through the same heartbreak, the same pain.
right.
And
Right.
it's like I learned a lot from that. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Relationships. I learned a lot about myself. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I learned how to be more open, more communication. With people. Um, Streets drove me to be more closed off because you got people that's close to you that crossed you up, and they left a scar on you where you didn't want new friends. You wasn't too fond of talking to people all the time, and everybody felt like they was on something. And I had to stop looking at people like that because I missed out on some blessings in my life because I was closed off to people.
Mm. And what did it take for you to realize that though? Because usually there's a change, something occurs for you to like pivot towards the other
So
side.
so when I turned like 17, like 16, 17, I got in trouble with the law, and I was sitting in the homicide unit one night, and
Mm.
it was me and three of my other friends. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, I'm in this situation that ain't even got nothing to do with me right now. You know what I mean? I stand on my
Mhm.
own business, but this ain't
Mhm.
got nothing to do with me. But I kept my mouth shut. And when I seen somebody like trying to point the finger at the rest of us, I ain't gonna say no names, trying
Mhm.
to point the finger at the rest of us, knowing damn well he might have been the one that did it. I ain't gonna
Mm.
incriminate him. You
Right.
know what I mean?
Mhm.
That was my wake up call.
Mm.
When I seen my mama cry, you know what I mean? Like I seen my mama
Mm.
cry about that because she was about to lose her son to the streets.
Right.
I didn't want to be like another statistic. You know what I mean? I didn't
Right.
want to let my mama, because we grew up around that. Like my uncles was dope boys. You know what I mean? Some was athletes. Everybody came from different walks of the life, and I grew up in one of those families where it's like if you was from the city, you knew my family. You know what I
Right.
mean? Um, we always had good morals. That's one thing I can always say. Like rather in the streets or not, we always stood on our morals. If we tell you
Mm.
we're gonna do something, that's something we did. You know what I mean? So that was my wake up call, and that it really slowed me down, and I got back to like focusing on football, focusing on life, focusing on my studies, what I wanted to be, um, you know, and it slowed me down, and it took God to humble me. That like they say, God, in order to build a man up, God got to strip you of everything that you have, like,
Mm.
everything that's worldly. You know what I mean?
Right.
And he stripped me. You know what I mean? And I
Mhm.
had to humble myself.
Facts.
It
Shout
was
out to
hard.
God. Shout out to God. Go ahead. It was hard.
Yeah, yeah. No, it was hard as a young man to humble yourself. You know what I mean? We
Mm.
out here, we out here getting money. It's South Florida. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's it's drugs everywhere. I never really been in the drugs. You know what I mean? I smoke weed,
Mhm.
but anything else outside of that, I never been popping pills. None of that. I left that to people I knew and stuff like that. So it just took a lot of humbling. Like I was the type of person I never asked my mom for anything. You know what I mean? I went and got my
Mhm.
own. Out of my mom three kids, it was like I was the one who took the initiative to kind of be the big brother, even though I got a big sister. I'm my mama's
Mm.
oldest boy, but my
Right.
daddy
Right.
has 14. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
So by me growing up with like other siblings and stuff too, it's like I learned a lot from them. So it's like I took a piece from like my sisters. I had seven sisters. You know what I mean? I ain't got no choice
Mhm.
but to know about women. You know what I mean? My
Mhm.
brothers, I got what? I got four older brothers and two younger. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So I learned a lot from them. I learned from their mistakes. It took me a while to learn from some of their mistakes, but as I got older, it matured me more, and that's what kind of woke me up too. To like, I knew I like older women because
Mhm.
dealing with like them young girls, they was fast. Like they always fast. They just want money. They want to be seen. They want the
Mhm.
clout. They want to be all on Instagram showing body. They want to be on
Mhm.
Facebook. They want to, you know what I mean? They want to be
Mhm.
all that. And it was like it took a lot of that for me to say, you know what? I'm tired of this. I'm
How
tired of
much?
it.
How much did it take though? How much did it take for you to
Huh?
realize that? How much did it take for you to realize it? Like how many? I don't want to say how many fast girls, but
You talking about for like women? You talking about women
yeah,
wise?
women wise. How many? When did you like? When did it click for you that Like after how many
So
women, how many fast girls did it click for you? Like, dang, it seemed like all of y'all are just like this. Like, how many did it take for you to like? Because I know you said it took you a while to learn, but like,
yeah, it was it took me not too long, but okay, I'm gonna put it like this.
mm-hmm,
The day I really woke up to it was when my boy, not high school sweetheart, his middle school sweetheart. We've been knowing this girl since like elementary. You know what I mean? And she
mm-hmm,
wasn't like that when we was younger. Like she wasn't for the block. Like she wasn't for the street. She
mm-hmm,
was a good girl. Her grandfather was a pastor at the church. You know what
mm-hmm,
I mean? So she was like a real good girl, but she got turned out in middle school. So like my boy was messing with this girl. One day, we skipped school or whatever, and we saw the girl with like a dude from high school. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
And like we was at the McDonald's and everything. We seen them cross the street. Then we hopped on the bikes. We following them like we investigators or something. He took her back to the crib. He listen. This. I felt bad for my boy because the dude took her back to the crib. During this time, we probably was like seventh grade. The dude probably was like 10th grade,
Mm-hmm.
which was kind of weird to me. But
Mm-hmm.
mess around. You know, my boy made us sit though. So like we outside smoking and shit, and I'm over here clowning because I'm like, bro, we really outside a female house like investigating and like just sitting there thinking about all this. I'm like, bro, she already done walked in the house. I know she getting clapped. What we really waiting around for, man? When she
Mm-hmm.
came down, man, that girl could barely walk, man. I said, yeah, bro.
Mm.
Like from then, I knew what I didn't want. Like, you know, everything that looked gold ain't good. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like it really like, and it's usually like the pretty females who be on all the crazy shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, cause
Mm-hmm.
they know they got it going on at that age.
Right. Right.
So like
Right.
that's what really woke me up. And then like my freshman year of college, like I was with this chick and she was cheating on me because I saw her at homecoming walking holding hands with dudes. But I
Mm-hmm.
don't know who was really the dude, you know what I mean? Like was the
Mm-hmm.
main dude at this time. I don't know if she was cheating on me or she was cheating on him.
Mm-hmm.
So we was at homecoming and she was on the FSU, not FSU. I was at FSU. She was at the FAMU campus. So we went to school close to each other. So I met her at something that's called Set Fridays. So, you know, I saw her walking with the dude at homecoming or whatever, you know, I'm with my friends too. And I'm like, yo, ain't that, you know, such and such? And my boy like, oh yeah, boy, she holding hands with the dude. I'm like, bro, that's crazy. So I walk over, I approach, I'm like, damn, that's what we doing? And she was like, oh, no, it's not even like that. I'm like, it's not like that. Like, do I got stupid, dumb, retarded written across my forehead? Like, I
Right.
seen you holding hands with him. He looking at me, he sizing me up, I'm sizing him up. And I'm thinking in my mind, I'm about to put this dude on his shit. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I mean? But then it started setting in my mind, my boys, they trying to amp me up because they want to whoop his ass too. But I'm saying to myself, I'm like, man, it ain't even worth fighting about no female. You can have her, bro. Like all these women out here, I was like, I'm a good looking dude. I'm not even being conceited. I know my mama ain't raised no ugly dude. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Mm,
So
right.
I'm sitting out here, I'm saying to my boys, I'm like, man, it ain't even worth it. They're like, no, you gonna let him slide? I'm like, bro, listen, I can't blame him. I can only blame her because she knew what she was doing. I can't be mad
Right.
at the next man about what he do. We not friends. He don't owe me no loyalty, no none of that. You
Right.
know what I mean? But I
Mm-hmm.
could see in his face that he was disgusted too. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And the whole thing just, you know, it was kind of embarrassing. And you know, I had to suck up my pride and be like, you know what, she got me, but I ain't setting myself up for this no more. I should have seen all the red flags, which I kind of ignored it in a sense because she was so damn pretty. But
Mm-hmm.
that was like my last real lesson.
Dang, bro.
Yeah, story of my life. So, you know, for me, it was hard to trust for a long time while I was in college. So, like, I never really had like a love in college. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I was low key like a little hoe in college. You know
Mm.
what I mean? But I was focused on school. You know, I took a walk of shame one time, early morning, kicked out the dorm. The people about to come check the rooms and all.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I'm down there walking outside my boxes. Like, I can admit to that, but it was like, you know, God, I felt like God talked to me and he slowed me down and I focused more on school. Like I just really went to focusing more on school. Like I was really locked in about it. And then like when my grandma got sick, I left college in my third year. So like I had all my credits like lined up. I was on track to graduate. You know, I only had one more year. I was studying sports medicine. I did the dual enrollment, sports medicine and business management.
Oh
So
yeah, yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
yeah. So for me, it was like it was heartbreaking because like I was like, man, school with my grandma. Like I know my grandma want me to finish school. I'm like, man, you only get one grandma. So I left to go back home, and I never went back. But you know what? I'm gonna end up going back.
Mm,
I'm gonna end up finishing.
dang, bruh.
Even if it's not in the sports medicine, I'm gonna just do the general, the general business degree, like business management, so that way, I have something up under my belt that nobody can take away from me.
Right, right. I feel you. I feel you on that.
Yeah, so you know how that goes. It's life.
Right, 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 right. Dang, bruh. But
Yeah,
I mean, it seems
but
like ultimately, like you learned a lot, and you had to get to breaking point for you to learn. And I'm glad that you was able to learn. I mean, I'm talking about for how you changed. You feel me? So,
mm, yeah, you're right. You like I said, it take a lot to humble you. Like you have to come to a realization, and that's why I was saying like even last night, like you have to be honest with yourself at some point. You really have to sit down and talk to
mm,
yourself. I know as crazy as it sounds, you have to have them conversations with yourself. Like,
mm-hmm,
who am I? Like, what do I want to be? What do I really want out of life? Like, who do I want to be with? What type of women do I like? And then I also
mm,
learned that forget a type of woman, like what likes you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying
mm-hmm.
go for anybody, but I'm saying care for somebody who really cares for you.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Stop chasing the Joneses. Stop trying to fit in with everybody. Stop trying to be seen. Stop trying to
Epi,
people please.
Epi, he'll be 32 the 13th of this month. She keeps saying, "How old is he? How old is he? How old is he?"
I'll be 32. I'll be 32 on Tuesday,
I just said that,
13th.
sir. I just said those words.
Yeah. No, no, no. I had to give her the exact date
Okay,
so
go
that
ahead.
way she knows. No, you good. You good. No, you good. You good. So she know. They
He's
know.
in
So
Florida
they
too,
don't think I'm
Epi.
older.
All right,
Yeah.
you're good, bro.
No, no, no. It's all right.
But what was your motivation? I know you picked this topic yesterday as far as I mean, is it from your own experience that made you choose this topic for us to talk about?
Like, yeah, I wanted to have a topic where it was like, I want people to like be open. Like, your channel is like a comfortable space. You know what I mean? Like, we
Mhm.
not on that bullshit. Everybody in here is adults. Like,
Mhm.
people older than me, I be learning stuff in the chat. I be listening to like certain people in the chat. I listen to you. You know what I mean? It's always good to hear people life experiences, and it take a lot to be open about that stuff. You know what I mean?
Mm,
So it's
yeah.
like I felt the level of comfortability. Even I'm comfortable in my skin. I can care less what
Mhm.
anybody got to say about me. You know what I mean? They
Right.
they, they spoke bad about Jesus. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
it is what it is. And for me, I just felt comfortable. You know what I mean? I'm an open
Mm.
book. Like, it may help somebody one day. Like, somebody might be thinking about suicide or something, all because they don't know the answers to something. Everybody nowadays, like this new generation of like kids and stuff, they too busy trying to like beat people down rather than uplift people. Like, you have a
Mm.
super super small percentage of people who's uplifting. I feel like I see more trolls on the internet than I do good people or just regular genuine
Mm.
people. Because
I agree with
everybody
you,
has a
bruh.
hidden agenda. Yeah,
So why do you think
you know
that
what I
is
mean.
though? You see a lot of trolls on the internet than good people.
Honestly, I feel like that come back to home training because you got to think about those who raised you, the people that
Mhm.
came before you, and at
Mhm.
some point it gets lost because we all was kids at one point, right?
Mhm.
And our parents wanted the best for us, but for some reason as kids, we always chose the opposite damn thing. And
Mhm.
it took for us to touch the stove and get burnt just to learn the lesson instead of just listening and don't even have to learn that the stove is hot, just knowing it's hot. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you know how it goes. So it's like I feel like a lot of parents failed their kids. Like, perfect example down here in Florida, you got
Mhm.
a lot of these dudes, like dudes I went to school with. They want their kids to be a thug, like you know what I mean? Like, oh,
Mm.
he's such he's such a badass, and they laughing about it. and they finding it funny and they finding it cute, and it's like, bro, that shit ain't cute. Like you got your 4 year old son walking around here with his damn pants down. You know what I'm saying? Cussing out grown folks, like, and you acting like it's cute because he cussing. Like, I had to get on one of my little cousins about it because my little cousin, I believe he's 21 now, and he has
Mm-hmm.
a son, and like he think it's cute for his son to be bad, and I'm like, bro, that shit ain't cool, and he look at me like I'm wrong because I'm trying to help him out. I'm like, bro, listen, just like you don't want to end up on that pavement, I don't want him to end up on that pavement because you leading him wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because you choosing to still be effed up in your life. You know what I mean?
Right,
And
right, right.
he
That's not
he got,
right.
go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
No, it's not. I just that's crazy that I mean the way I see it, especially we talk about culture here sometimes. Just
Mm,
for why would you want to raise your son, especially what's going on in the world, to be a thug? Why would you want to do? Why are you putting emphasis on that? That's wild to
exactly.
me, bruh. I've never heard that before. But go ahead.
Exactly, right. My mom, I was telling you, my mom was a sheriff, but my mom wasn't a sheriff the whole time that I was a kid. Like, my
Hmm.
mom worked 2 jobs. At one point, my mom, she did her thing. Her and my pops was together until like maybe I was like 3. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? And like they owned a detailing company, and they had like multiple like multiple spots. But back then for blacks, it was like a lot of doors was closed, so we wasn't seeing the
Mm,
money that like some other folks were seeing. I ain't gonna say who, but
mm.
some doors was closed.
Right,
So you
right.
know what I mean? Like I watched my people like go through the struggle and stuff, and then my pops, like my mom always been a strong woman, but my mom, she loved my pops so much that my pops had made her into like a housewife at the time. So it was like,
Hmm.
I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. He took care. One thing about him, whatever household he laid his hat in, that was his home. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
He made sure the
Hmm.
bills was taken care of, long as he was there. But he wasn't doing right. You know what I mean? My pops
Mm,
was selling dope on the side, so
mhm.
it's like I seen my pops selling dope. I started selling dope. You know what I mean?
Right,
My
right,
mom was
right.
going through the struggle, and as my mom's, oldest son, it was like, man, I just wanted, I never wanted to see my mom cry again, because like I remember them nights where like we real deal ain't had nothing in the refrigerator like that. Like a lot of people don't know about mayonnaise sandwiches. Like for
Mhm.
real, people don't know about that type of stuff. People be speaking on sugar water. They really don't know nothing about sugar
Right,
water.
right,
You know what I
right.
mean? Like I come from them days, and it was
I
like
came from I came from syrup sandwiches. We had syrup sandwiches. You ever had that?
exactly. Yeah, that was
You
a
ever?
French toast. That was a French toast. That was a French toast. Come on now, stop playing.
Let's ask the
Come
chat real
on.
fast. Then I want you to continue. I want to ask the chat. If y'all know about syrup sandwiches, drop a 1 in the chat. I do not expect to see a lot of ones. Go ahead, Tonio.
Yeah, so I come from the days of bread and bologna. You know what I mean?
Mm,
A lot of these
mhm.
kids don't know about no damn bologna.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right, right.
Like so, like I real deal went through a lot of stuff growing up, a lot of hardships growing up, and like my mom, she took on 2 jobs at one point, and
Mhm,
we was staying in between my grandma and my great grandma house, and them
mhm,
two always kind of stayed close together. So it was like, summertime, we over there at great grandma house. During
right,
the
right,
during the
right.
week, we at grandma house. My mom, one thing, and that's what I love most about my mom. My mom cared so much about our feelings and how we
Mhm,
felt. When it
mhm,
came down to overtime, whenever they offered her overtime, she came to us, she sat us down, she said, "Hey y'all," she said, "Listen, they offered me overtime, so you might not see me,
mhm,
but if y'all don't want me to take the overtime, I won't."
mhm,
And for her to do that and trust in her kids' words, that showed a
mhm.
lot about my mama. I
Right,
call my mama a one man. She's a one
right,
man.
right.
You know what I mean? She did a
Mhm,
lot of manly things. Like my mom didn't play no games. You know what I mean? And she treated us as the young kings and queens. My sister, she being the only girl, so queen. She
mhm,
treated us as how a parent should treat their kids. Like you should be nurturing, but yet you should be tough. You should have guidance for your kids. You should lead your kids in the right direction. You should listen to them when they're telling you something rather than just assuming. So you,
mhm.
you know what I mean? So it was like I just learned a lot, and I just had a lot of appreciation for a lot of stuff. And my uncles, they taught me a lot and stuff. Even though one of my uncles was the one that put the damn dope in my damn hand.
Mm,
You know what I mean? But
mhm.
it's just hardship, man. Hardships make character, man. They build
Right.
character, should I say?
But do you believe though that the only reason why the uncles put the dope in your hand was because that was all they knew. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Sometimes I feel like if that's all somebody knows, I mean, you feel what I'm saying? But you do agree that
Mhm.
that's what you. Okay. I just wanted to see
No, no,
what you
no.
thought.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, I only say that
I know what you're
because
saying.
I thought about it one day. There's a guy that works with me, and he's like a really big, 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 big dude. No
Mm.
disrespect, but I was like, dang, bro, I wonder, you know, like then I thought like maybe his mom only knew,
Mm.
processed food or something. You know what I'm saying? Like you and
Yeah.
unintentionally, you put that on the next person because that's all you know. So that's the only reason why I
Mhm.
asked that. It hit me. That idea hit me one day. You know what I'm saying?
You right. You right. You hit it spot on. And honestly, I think that's part of what happened. Because my uncles also put a football in my hand, so I've been playing
Mm.
football since like the age of 5. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
it was like football in the streets. So for me, it was like I got the best of both worlds at the same time. Cause like my uncle knew that I wasn't old enough to work. Yeah, the cutting lawn thing sound good and everything, but shit, when
Mhm.
you got a million people around here cutting lawns, you got
Right.
crackheads cramp. Cutting lawns
For the
for
low low.
$5. You know what I mean? who gonna compete with that? Who gonna compete with a crackhead
You
cutting your
gotta
lawn for $5? You know what I mean?
nobody.
Exactly. Come on,
Oh.
crackhead, cut it for $5, have it looking good, and be
Right.
done in about 7 minutes.
Right.
You got a whole half an acre. The crackhead got it done in 7 minutes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Who gonna compete with that? And at that time in Palm Beach, my city, like drugs was a fast moving thing. Like you could make a couple thousand in the night real quick. You know
Right.
what I mean? So it was like, you taking the risk of going to jail, you might get killed, but shit, it's like the way I looked at it, if you ain't got no money, shit, you might as well be in jail, broke, dead, or something. You know what I mean? That's how
Mhm.
they seen it at that time. You know what I mean? So it was like I felt where he was coming from, but he shouldn't have led me in that direction either. He actually, and it's crazy because my uncle actually caught 65 years.
Mm. Wow. The same uncle that gave you the same stuff?
Yep, he caught 65 years. His
Mm.
name is Robert Clark. So you know about the whole BMF thing.
Yeah.
So my uncle actually used to run dope with them, right? He used
Mm.
to move dope from Miami all the way up to Jacksonville, but his main spot was Okeechobee, Florida. So if anybody from Florida know about Okeechobee, before the airport was in Okeechobee, they used to run dope through there. They also have it on like some of the gangland stuff. If you watch stuff about it, Rick Ross talk about it. My uncle
Mhm.
was Robert Clark. They labeled my uncle a kingpin. My
Mm.
uncle caught the 65 years. He been locked up since like 99, but he got out. He got out. He was out for like what on house arrest. This dude, because he went on trial for like a good 4 5 years. He was on
Mhm.
trial. They had him on house arrest maybe like 4 years, something like that. So majority of the time he was out and he was on house arrest. And he was teaching me about the dope then. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I was a real little jit. You know what I mean? I started touching dope in 5th grade. You know what I mean?
5th grade.
Yes, yes. Like Florida. Listen, one thing, if you ever like do your research on Florida in early 2000s, late 90s,
Mhm.
dope was a real huge thing. That Florida water dope. Like most dope that you used to see in anywhere to like Midwest, North, dope came from Florida. Why you think Big Meech and all them was coming down to Florida? The
Mhm.
dudes in Atlanta come down, up in Georgia come down to Florida. Florida was known for the best product. We also had Zelda Blanca living in West Palm Beach. She was staying across the bridge on Singer Island side. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So dope was like picking up sand off the ground.
Where's that? I didn't know it, bro.
Let me say dirt. Let me say dirt.
Dirt. Well, you didn't said the word
Dirt.
multiple times. We meant dirt. Yeah, that's dirt. Mhm.
No, no, no. You know what I mean? No, I was saying picking up like, drugs was like picking
Mhm.
up dirt off the ground, analogy.
Right. Gotcha.
But yeah, so it was like, we was a lot of us was introduced to it in the younger day, and I'm a '90s baby, so like,
Mhm.
baby, you got baby boom, you got the crack era, and then the '90s babies is the shoot 'em up, bang bang babies. So
Mhm.
that's why I feel like a lot of my generation is to blame because think about it. these kids being born in the 2000s, those would be considered our kids, but
Mm-hmm.
partially your generation's kids also.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So a lot of people, started promoting gun violence. Like gun violence had became a big thing from like the 90s. You had dudes like Trick Daddy rapping about murder. You got all these dudes from across, the U.S. was rapping about murder.
Right.
So now you look at it, you got dudes like NBA YoungBoy. You know what I'm saying? You had Hot Boys. You had No Limit out of Cali. Like this stuff became so modernized, like and generalized that it just caught up with us. It's starting to catch up with us, and it's like if we don't save our people, who is?
Right. Absolutely. Shout out to KC, bruh. I know I was trying to text it, but shout out to you, bruh. I see you. Thank you for pulling up. But I hear exactly what you're saying. I don't know, bro.
You know what I mean?
I think it's kind of, I don't want to say it's doomed, but I just think the younger generation has a real weird way of thinking, bruh. Like I can't relate to it.
Yeah.
I
So
don't want to
like,
say they're doomed, but
think about it like this, right? These
mhm,
kids speak demonic. Like, excuse me, I'm smoking. My bad. So if you think about the kids, right? Think
mhm,
about they slang. So like
mhm,
they slang is like different from our slang. You know what I mean?
mhm.
Like we never
Right,
used to claim, oh, I'm on demon time. Like
right,
you are claiming an entity. You are claiming an entity into your
right,
soul. You know what I
right,
mean?
right.
Like you lose your innocence when you become a teen. So all that
Mhm,
claiming entities and constantly doing it, and you not finding God, no none of that, it don't help.
mhm,
You know what I'm saying? You
mhm,
got like I said, you got all these rappers. They pushing murder, 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 murder. But the
mhm.
dudes who push the positive stuff, they get looked at as lame. First thing they call them
Right,
is a lame.
right. I
I
agree
mean,
with you.
goat. They don't need. Oh, goat means greatest of all time. No, goat really comes from Horus. Horus is a goat.
Mhm,
He was a satanic symbol. You know what I'm saying? And they
mhm.
be running around talking about goat this, goat that. No, I ain't no goat. I'm not no. If you want to ask me who the greatest of all time is God. He created me. You know
Right,
what I'm saying?
right, right,
like
right,
like
right, right. For sure, for
like
sure, for sure.
like these dudes real deal tripping. And like honestly, I think when people like stop going to church, like as much as I couldn't really stand, going to church as like a kid, as I got older, I understood why I was going to church with my grandma. You know what I mean? I really
Mhm.
started to feel like that spirit. Like, when you get in a good church, when a pastor preach, you can feel that
Mm.
Holy Ghost. Like
Right.
I
Oh,
ain't
for
saying you gotta
sure.
get up and dance. Yeah.
Right. Right. For sure. Right.
Like
Yeah, that's how it
it's
is for
something about
me.
like I'm gonna tell you something. At one point, I always knew God was real, but for
Mhm.
me, it was like how you as a younger person, like you looking for like that sign, like that reason to say, yeah, he for real. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? You
Mhm.
had your questions. You had a slight doubt in your mind,
Right.
but it's like when I stepped in church and like I felt the air start feeling cleaner. Like I know when the
Mhm.
pastor was like like when he real deal meant what he's saying, and he just ain't out here selling hope or trying to get his next Benz or BMW. You know what
Mhm.
I you know what I mean? So
Mhm.
it's like I felt that feeling and I was like, man, God, real. I don't care what y'all say. And then like when my grandma was like, stuff always come full circle on you, and she
Mhm.
don't call it karma because she used to say karma is not a real thing. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Um, so like, you gonna get what you give. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Some
Right.
people, they lose their life to some nonsense that ain't had nothing to do with them, but you never know if they actually served a purpose. Like that was supposed to happen for a reason. Maybe it woke some people up. Maybe somebody learned a lesson from that. And God, God receiving them with open arms, but he used it as like a message. You know what I mean? Like people don't never think about stuff like that outside the box.
Right. 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 I see. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I agree with you, bro.
You know. I just knew, like I said, I just knew he was real, and ever since then, I ain't care if my friends, I ain't care who was around. Listen, I never denounce God. That's one thing I know. I play gospel music in front of you, and we ain't even give a damn what you think.
Right.
You
Right.
know what I mean? Like for real, like I can give a damn. You call me lame, I'd be like your mammy. You know what I mean?
But
Keep it
so I
moving.
ask you the ask well, since I didn't really ask you, but I want to ask you, so do you think that you're capable of being with someone or dating, being friends with, having a relationship with someone who does not believe in God? And I don't really talk spiritual, but I'm kind of curious what you think about that.
Nah, honestly, no, because I feel like they lack some type of moral.
Mm,
I'm not saying that they don't have some good morals, but I'm saying it's like if you don't believe in God, like what do you truly believe in? Like what do you really stand for? Because like I'm the type of person I'd rather die believing in something than die believing in nothing at all.
mm,
You know what I mean?
I
So
do.
it's and if some people don't understand that, I'm saying that why would you rather die not holding on to hope than die with no hope?
That's true.
And because guess what? I'm not saying if on my end, I'm saying God is real and there is a heaven and there is a hell. But
Hmm.
for the people who living with the if, and this is, if y'all can hear me in the chat, when you die, think about it like this: if it was real, and now you sitting in hell for eternity, really think do you want to go through that harsh punishment for an eternity
Hmm.
rather than bear the fruits of God? You know what I mean?
Right, right.
So that's how I look at it. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
I try to live life like in the cleanest way. I don't try to disrespect people just for no reason. I don't really seek confrontation like I was a younger person you seeking confrontation. But as an adult, it's like I try to treat people as though I want to be treated.
Right. I practice that too.
You have
I
to.
stand firm on that.
You have to. Respect will take you a long way in life. You never know
Right.
who you'll meet. You might be listen, you might be working a regular job and one day one of their clients or customers, coming up and you got the best attitude. You got a
Mm,
good mouthpiece on you. You can articulate yourself in a good way. You know what I mean? You handle yourself as a gentleman or a young woman.
hmm.
I feel like that could help you because you never know who that person is. They might give you your next big break.
Hmm.
That may be opportunity. Who knows? They might want to bless you with some money. There's people out
Right.
there who do some stuff like that. You know
Right.
what I mean? But it got to be
Hmm.
genuine.
Right.
You
Right.
can't just be looking to receive. You know what I mean? It just got
Right.
to be genuine.
I agree with you, bro.
Listen, I don't want to hold. I feel like I'm holding up the line because I feel like
You
some
are a little
people
bit.
want to
You are a
understand.
little bit holding the
Ooh,
line up.
yeah, you should have stepped down on me.
Nah, I want to let you finish. I want to give you the opportunity to talk. You always pull up. You always show support. They listening. They all agreeing with you. Like, yeah, they all agreeing with you, bro. So you speaking some bars, but you ain't like holding me up. But
No, because I want to get them the flow too, get them the opportunity, to speak their truth, show what they want to show, talk about what they want to talk about, because that's what we here for. You know what I
that's what
mean?
we
I
here
just,
for.
I'm a conversationist. Like I could talk to anybody,
Don't try to take
honestly.
my stuff, bro. I be saying the
I am, no, but
same.
I am.
I'm be saying the same thing. I used to have a girl tell me like, "What are you doing?" I think she would judge me off my looks. She would say like, "Why are you talking to them for?" And it's like, "Bro, I could talk. I can you only can talk to a certain looking group of people. Like I can
Yep.
talk to anybody. You feel me? So I don't know. I think it's my gift. Might be your gift too.
Yeah. Bro, I'm gonna tell you something crazy. I'm gonna let you go. My
Hmm.
mom do said one day, and I don't know why. She said, "Son, I can see you being the pastor of the future." Hey, when I tell you, I started, and she told me this some years back, and when I say I started laughing at her, but I
Hmm.
was like, "What she on to something?" You know what I
Right.
mean? So yeah, and
So
I know she wasn't gaslighting me because my mom ain't big on gaslighting, like
right.
that big headed stuff. My mom just don't play that.
So like, did you ever think about it, or is it something she just kind of like shined a light on?
She shot like it's both. Like I'm
Mm.
like I was like in the middle of it because I asked myself, am I ready to fully you know, give
Mm-hmm.
myself to God? Like
Mm-hmm.
just everything. Like I drink a little, but it's occasionally like on the
Mm-hmm.
weekend. But it got to be like some type of function,
Mm-hmm.
family event. Maybe I'm like my birthday coming up, go out and
Mm-hmm.
have some drinks. But when
Mm-hmm.
I do give myself to God and I pray to God, it don't be too late for me.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's something I do want to do, and I want to be right. I don't want no weed, no liquor. You know what I mean? Like I want to walk. I want to walk in His word.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I
So
feel you. I feel you, bro.
Excuse me. Feel me?
I
I'm gonna let you
let
speak in
me
the
say
chat.
it, bro. Let me say it. I want you to hear it. I want you to hear it straight from the horse's mouth. I appreciate you calling Antonio. You feel me? Thank you for giving us your time, shining something on someone who might be going through a hard time. Let them know that God can change your life and it might be something drastic. So I really do appreciate you calling and I do really appreciate your support that you give when you pull up. You feel
Yes,
me?
ma'am. I do appreciate you for having me. And I would like to say, hey, y'all like, subscribe, Nat, because she is a real one.
The real
So please
one.
show some love. And if y'all can, bring some of them super chats through for my girl, man. Please
I appreciate you, bro. We need
do.
it.
Yes, ma'am. Look, listen, don't we all?
Right. Hey, I do want to tell you this though. Give me a second. Like I know we were talking about God the other day, and I know we talked about my cat and me um choosing to put my cat to sleep. But I think you were in one of the streams, bro. Why the same day I put the cat to sleep, remember they quoted me like 200, 250. And I was like, "Oh no, boy." You know what I'm saying? But I found a place that offered me first it was 75, but then they wanted to do an x-ray and it bumped it up to 100, right? And I was like, "Oh my goodness, like I'm really cheap." You don't know that, but I'm really cheap. But I thought it was
And
so
keep your money.
crazy. Huh?
I said, nah,
Would
keep your money in your pocket. Ain't nothing wrong with being cheap. I did not mean to cut you off. I just had
uh
to check you on that.
I thought it was so crazy that I went on live stream that day. Like I've been going live lately. It's a reason behind it, but we'll talk about it later. But the moment I went on live stream, it's not the moral, but a lady instantly I never knew, has never been in the community, sent me $100 super chat the same day that I paid $100 to put my cat to sleep. And I was telling my husband about it. And he was like, I think that's God. He, what are the odds that you spending this $100 on this cat? You're cheap. He's like, I feel like you doing a good thing by, allowing the cat to come back when it escaped and just you taking really good care of the cat, you taking the cat to the vet, which is not something I would do. You know what I'm saying? Like, he wanted me to drop the cat off somewhere, but just the odds on the same amount of money that I spent on this cat, somebody, a complete stranger, sends me a super chat that I've never talked to before. That's wild to me, bro.
That is. That is. That's
Crazy.
God.
It's God. Shout out to God. All right, that looks like that's all I got for you today. Antonio, you pulling back up into the chat or are you out?
No, I'm in the chat. Come on now.
All right. Just want to make sure, bro.
Come on. Nah. Come on now. I'm here. I'm here because I want to hear what everybody got to say. You know what I mean?
All right.
I like to tune in to I be tuned in to what people be saying. Nothing go by me.
Nosy. All right, well, we'll see you in a second, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you for calling in.
All right.
Y'all, we are back. Let me see. Man, I'm trying to get my music up. Y'all, we are back. Let me read it to the chat. My bad, y'all. I didn't know Antonio was going to talk that long. We are back. Let's see what y'all talking about. Yeah, Epi, we talked about it. He's 31. He'll be 32 Tuesday. Has anybody ever told you look like Keisha Cole? Here lately, I hear that. It's not very popular. Because he said he don't talk to young girls. Got you. Yes, Natalie, your live is definitely inviting. I love your energy. I really appreciate it. DD, if you're still in here, thank you. Call Coralaris. It's going down. I really appreciate you pulling up. Mr. LSU, the LSU show. My brother from another mother. Also pull up to his channel, y'all. He does content. He does amazing content. Pull up. DD. Brad's crazy, ain't it? What he was talking about. Lord, man. Nat from Casey, thank you for pulling up. I know you out by now. Yep. John Nobody, I love your nose. Let me pin you because I think that is the most beautiful thing I've ever heard today. The Lord works in mysterious ways and wonders to perform. Amen. Fanny, thank you for pulling up. Amen. Antonio, who's next? Who has changed their life tremendously from years ago to now? We're taking call-ins. If you're willing to drop it in the chat because you're too shy. I love to hear that people grow. I think that it is completely impossible to be the same person for years. I think they say that everybody goes through transitional stages in their life. I think every 7 years, people turn into somebody that they never was. Like, because you're going against the grain, you're improving. So, or you're declining. So, if you guys have any stories or if you want to remark on how you've changed, I would love if you would like to call in. 485-554-813, 485-5549. We here. Hey, cute lady. Colton, thank you for pulling up. Thank you, sis. I really humbly appreciate you. LSU. Bro, you know how we do it. Every time you in this chat, anytime I have somebody that does content like me, that's good, that is there to say something, I'm gonna shout them out. I really appreciate all of y'all pulling up. Since we got 8 people in the live stream, shout out to all 8 of y'all. I know it's a late night. I know y'all think I wasn't gonna pull up tonight. To be real, I didn't think I was gonna pull up. For real. So we're having 2-part call-ins tonight. A, do you want to call in and say how you've changed? Right? We talked about me being sweet 16, how I was shy, nervous. I didn't want to talk to anybody. And now look at me. I'm live on YouTube just about damn near every day. I didn't change tremendously. Do you have a time when you changed and you want to call and talk about it? Don't be on the bull. You know, someone called and said they went through transitional stages. Don't be on the bull, because like I've been saying, my hands are faster than in the Wild Wild West. Boy, I would end. You can try to go against me, but I can guarantee you won't win. Guarantee. Fastest hands in the West. Part B of the call-ins is, how would you tell somebody that you are no longer in love with them? I had someone reach out to me last night and said they wanted to cover the topic. I didn't ask any questions. I gave my opinion on how I would tell somebody that I'm no longer in love with them. But I want you to give yours. We want to know how you would tell somebody that you are no longer in love with them. Hotline is open, 813-485-5549. Since we have 7 people in the chat. Shout out to all 7 of y'all for pulling up. Don't know how long I'm gonna be on here, y'all. I'll be real. I've been active now. I've been a little active in these streets. You feel me? My daughter's probably coming in here to tell me I'm too loud. I'm safe, y'all. We can still be loud. She said no. I think it's the noise canceling headphones. When I have these on, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm already loud when I go live anyway. But when I have these on, it hit a little different. I would say I'm not in love with you. Jordan, thank you for pulling up. Let's pin you, cuz. It's interesting that you're not in love with me, cuz I'm already in love with somebody else. But I really appreciate you sharing. You know what they say? Sharing is caring. So thank you for sharing. Jordan, Epi says, shout out to Natalie for being a real one. Shout out to me for being a real one, man. It costs 0.00 cents to be real. And here I am showing up every day. Because some people, baby, couldn't pay them to be real. But it looked like, what it looked like, we might just have to end, bruh. No one's willing to call in, bruh. No one's willing to text and tell me how they've changed. LSU show, you in here, bruh. Are you the same person as you was when you were 18? If so, I want to hear about it, bruh. Drop it or call the line. Y'all know tomorrow, I know y'all tired of seeing me, right? I know y'all tired of seeing me, but since we're talking, tomorrow I'm going to be a guest appearance on BD's Battle of the Beats podcast. I think it starts at 7 or 8. My bad, y'all. I've been kind of busy with stuff. I'm sorry. I should know, but I don't know. 7 or 8, regardless, when I get off of here tonight, I'm definitely going to put it in the in the community boards for y'all to pull up. I'm going to have the link ready for y'all to pull up so you can just click and pull up to the podcast. For real. Shout out to Natalie. He's answering your question. Who's answering my question? BD? I'm lost. Let's see what Epi talking about. Oh, you gonna be there? Oh, thank you, Rev. 7 p.m. Mystery Standard Time. 777. Thank you, Rev. He sent me the email. I've been so busy, y'all. I have not had a chance. He sent me the setup. I haven't even had a chance of doing it. I'm gonna do it though. But yeah, make sure y'all pull up and show support. I want to let you know that I really do appreciate y'all support. 1 year ago today, y'all would never imagine I did not have this kind of support. But again, I wasn't that kind of person. I was a whole different person. I still didn't develop my camera presence. So shout out to growth. You feel me? Epi's going to be in the building tomorrow. Rev's going to be in the building tomorrow. But are you going to be in the building tomorrow? Make sure y'all pull up on the community board. I'm going to drop the link for y'all to click it and just... That's if you want more Natalie in y'all life. I know y'all didn't see me. What's today? Saturday. Y'all probably see me 6 days straight. You're probably like, man, if this girl don't find another hobby besides YouTube. He told me yesterday. The guy who said he would say he's not in love with you. He answered the question. What'd he say? I would say I'm not in love with you. I'm pulling up. Make sure y'all pull up, man. But I think we're going to wrap it up tonight, y'all. I'm going to be real. That video I put out today used a lot of my brain cells. I was live yesterday for 7 hours, y'all. A girl got to go to sleep. A girl got to get more content out. But I really do appreciate y'all pulling up. I know it's a little lag from when I talk. So I see if y'all have anything else for your girl. If you don't, y'all probably only see me tomorrow for the Battle of the Beats. Nah, I don't know. I'll be like, damn, boys, this girl got something else to do. Damn, is she going to cook dinner? Damn, is she going to do something else? Damn. But I really want to make YouTube my thing, y'all, for real. I feel like the only way to make YouTube my thing is to show up. It's a new year. What they say, new year, new me. I'm going extra hard. So if y'all getting tired of seeing me, unsubscribe. I don't know. But really don't unsubscribe, but unsubscribe. You feel me? If that's all y'all got, y'all, I dropped a video today. Make sure y'all pull up on it. It's not exclusive, so y'all have access to seeing it. But if y'all want to see more, make sure you pull up to the exclusive member where you'll actually see why I've been posting more lately. You can't know unless you pull up to the exclusive. But if you want more, pull up to the Nat at Night exclusive tier where we talk about things that we don't talk about during daylight. Guys already know. I love y'all. I miss y'all. I can't wait to see you soon. Shout out to the Mod Squad for pulling up. Shout out for those who called. Shout out to those who've been in the chat the whole 1 hour and 34 minutes and 24 seconds. It means a lot. Your support does not go unnoticed. Not at night. New motivation and new determination says, talk to him, Rev. Get some rest, son. All right. I'll see y'all tomorrow at Battle of the Beats. Appreciate you guys pulling up. Y'all know what I do when I do Peace.